2-0. Aș vrea să vă spun, nu aveți în imagine, stimați telespectatori, toți jucătorii Stelei adunați, revedeți execuția foarte frumoasă, foarte precisă a lui Balint. Toți jucătorii duce cu 2-0. Acum pentru Barcelona execută a patra lovitură de la 11 metri. Jucătorul cu numărul 11 este vorba de Marcos. Hai Ducadam! Apără Ducadam! Suntem finaliști! Am câștigat cupa! Cupa campionilor europene este la București! Bucurie fără margine în rândurile fotbaliștilor de la Steaua. Revedeți acest al doilea gol, această a patra ratare a Barcelonei. Mai bine zis, această a patra intervenție extraordinară a lui Ducadam. Steaua este câștigătoarea Cupei Campionilor Europeni. Lacrimi pe...
Let's do this. Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. Today we have, among a couple of other things, the final of the Europa Conference League. We're taking on Lille in Bilbao in Spain, the same country where Steaua won their first and only European Cup. That was in Sevilla in 1986, as you saw. Today we have Steaua's first European final since 1989, where they lost to AC Milan. We're taking on Lille in the final of the Europa Conference League. We also today may well become league champions. We face FCSB, and if we win that, we will be champions. And if we need to go into the final game against Academica, we'll have that today as well to see if we can get ourselves that league title. So 2 trophies potentially today. We already have 2. At the start of the season, we won the Super Cup. Last episode, we won the Romanian Cup, beating CFR Cluj. So the quadruple is still on, but first of all, we've got the Europa Conference League final against Lille. We are underdogs. It's going to be a tough one, but they were underdogs against Barcelona 35 years ago. So let's see how this one goes. As always, if you're enjoying this series, drop a like down below and leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. I've suited up for this. I'm taking it seriously. Before we get into that, we did beat Cluj again off camera. We had a league game in hand. We won it 4-0. It was pretty comfortable. It was 1-0 inside 9 minutes. Bordea with a good long-range strike to give us that 1-0 lead. 10 minutes later, it was 2-0. Nedalea with the ball and crossed it in. Ismail with the ball back to him. It fell to Martina. We made it 2-0. Martina scoring in back-to-back games. 3-0 came on 43 minutes. Cimpiani with a header at the far post. Keeper in no man's land. And we were sailing. And then it was 4-0. Deep in the stoppage time, and it was Usman Barong getting the late goal for a 4th, set up by Ismail. But did all the hard work in the first half. We were 3-0 up. Got a 4th late on in the game. But it was a comfortable performance. Very comfortable. And that was, of course, after beating them 1-0 last episode in the Romanian Cup final, getting us our second trophy of the season. So just a quick look at the league table then. We have 2 games to go in the league, and we're 2 points clear of FCSB, who we face after the Lille game. So if we defeat FCSB at home, we will be league champions. If we draw, we will have to go into that final game against Clinceni, and we'll need to probably avoid defeat there. They face Viitorul in their final game, and that's at home. So I feel like we'll need to beat Academica on our last game if it gets that far. Hopefully we can beat them at home. But first of all, Conference League final. Lille started their European campaign in the 4th qualifying round of the Europa Conference League, beating Victoria. They then had Dinamo Zagreb, Lokomotiv Moscow and Stjarnan in their group. They did win that group and then knocked out AEK in the second round of 16, beat Rangers in the quarterfinals, beat Sampdoria in the semi-finals. I haven't looked at their side yet, so let's see if they've got any players that we might recognise. They've got Mike Menyon in goal, 32-year-old goalkeeper. They look like they're playing wing-backs with a 3 at the back. Zeki Celik and Ryan Sessegnon are those wing-backs. Angel Gomez is in midfield, former Manchester United player, 27 years old. He's very good, but he's also out. Knee ligaments, he's injured. They've got Yusuf Yazici, another Turk. No one else here that I recognise, I don't think, but definitely some players that we need to be, thinking about. Jonathan David, actually, Canadian, centre forward, and he looks pretty good. This is the team that we're going to go with for this final. Erez is going to play in goal. Lukovic, Bachiste, Manalake and Zuble at the back four. Martina and Nedeleya, the centre midfield pairing, with Toma playing just ahead of them. Anis Ura is going to play on the left-hand side. Ismail on the right wing. And Filip Lukic playing up top. We're going to start the game on balance. We are going to be underdogs here, so we'll see how things go. Didn't realise that we could have had 12 subs in this. Okay, that's an oversight. Looks like they've actually reverted to a 4-2-3-1 then. Yeah, they played 3 at the back in their last game, but it looks like they've come away from that. Maybe the injury to Angel Gomez has maybe sort of changed things. Rayo Sessignon playing a lot further forward than previously thought. But we're in really good form, and it's good to take into a game like this. It's gonna be hard, but let's see what we can do. Maignan apparently has not conceded a lot of goals. He's in good form. So is our keeper though. Okay, off we go. Europa Conference League final, the 3rd trophy we're contesting this season. Let's see how things go. Ikone with a corner kick here for Lille, and it's headed up, not really away, by Batista. It's going to come back to Ikone, where it has. And Toma has brought him down. That looked inside the box. We're going to see what the referee's decision is. But 22 minutes in, the referee is going over to the VAR stand, and there may be a penalty here for Lille, who have had the brunt of possession in this opening quarter. We haven't really managed to get forward yet, but let's see what the referee's decision is going to be for this decision. It was outside the box. It's going to be a free kick, but we still need to defend it. And we haven't, but Jovanovic has headed it over. Okay, we are really not having a lot of the ball at the moment, so I might bump it onto cautious and just go for a bit of counter-attacking, because I don't think we're going to be able to play a lot going forward. So we're going to bump it up to standards, and we're going to go to cautious, and we're going to see how things go. I don't think we should be putting any pressure on these guys. That's a great tackle, but Ikone again is going to keep this alive, and he's gone past Batiste as well. Might go for it all the way here, and it's good save by Erez in the end. I think we really, if we want any chance of winning this, we need to just try and weather this storm and just try and create a chance for ourselves. But we've made it to half time. Hasn't been a great first half. 8 shots for Lille. We've only had a couple. Haven't really looked great going forward. But I think that's how we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to try and weather this storm. It happened 35 years ago against Barcelona. It was 0-0 after 120 minutes. And they won on penalties. This may well go the same way. But I'm going to say that these guys have got nothing to lose. We've got to a final. That's amazing. So I have changed things a little bit and just gone a little bit more defensive. So Nedeleya is playing as a DLP on defend and Toma's playing on support. Whereas previously they'd be on support on attack. So we have kind of stepped off a little bit because I knew we were going to be underdogs. But let's just play Nedeleya on support. We'll keep Toma on support. Actually, no, we'll keep him on attack. Let's try it. Let's try and give the game to them. And we're going into the second half. I'm going to say no pressure. And they like it. That's okay. And we need to try and get some chances for ourselves here. If we want a chance of winning this in the 90. There's a corner kick for Lille. And it's a Kone again. I think they've had a few set pieces. And Selke with a header over. It's not been a dramatic final, really. We're an hour in. We haven't seen a lot of football, honestly. We've only had 3 shots, 1 on target. We haven't really looked like scoring. But then again, Lille haven't really offered that much. We're going to make some changes, though, because I would like a little bit more from these guys. Nedeleya is going to come out and Morong is going to come in. Tome is going to come out. And I think we'll actually move Morong further up and we'll bring on Boyangi. Well, there's 10 minutes to go here. We have not looked like scoring, but we've defended very well. But then Lille, I don't really have had many massive chances. They've been pretty wasteful, it seems, because they've had like 18 shots. We haven't seen a great deal of them. But here comes Jonathan David, and he might find a way through here. Manalake has won the tackle there, and Erez picks up the ball. I'm gonna go more direct because we really haven't looked like scoring. I'm gonna turn on the early crosses as well. And here's Yazici to Selke, and Ikone's got lots of space out wide here and time as well. He's going to cut inside here. It might go for goal. He does, but it's a simple save for Errors. Lille have not managed to score. We've managed to shut them out for 90 minutes. We're going to do it for another half an hour if we can. 10 shots on target for Lille. We haven't seen a lot from them, really, in terms of highlights. I think we've got a couple more changes we can make. So Bourdais is going to replace Aura. I'm actually going to put Bourdais in the middle. And I'm going to bring on Lovren Nezovic. Right, into extra time. Again, I'm going to say no pressure. And just whatever happens, happens. Here's Manalake and Ismail. And for the first time in this game, really, we're seeing ourselves actually in possession. Ismail's got a free run here. Is he going to go for goal? He is. It was wide, but that's an effort for us. It's actually a sort of opening. 5 minutes to go. It's not been a great match. We really haven't looked like scoring. And there's a minute left in this extra time. We're a minute away from penalties, although we are coming forward here. If we score now, that would be insane. But it's cleared by Yazici. Here's Manalake to Bachiste. And it's Nezovic wins the header. It's Morong. Now would be a huge time to score. With seconds to go, if we scored now, that would be insane. It's Boyangu. It's Lukic. No way. No way. I don't think it's going to count. Oh, my God. Oh, this is going to be disallowed because these never get given. If that had been allowed. Oh, my God. We're the only team in 120 minutes to get the ball in it. It may have been offside. Only just. Oh, that's tight. Lukic gets the ball in the net. It's not going to count. We're going to penalties. Holy cow. We don't have good penalty takers, as is evident from this. So Ismail's going to go first. Then Lukic. Then Nezovic. Now, Lukic has missed his past 2 penalties. So I don't know that I want him taking one in that first 5. We're going to go Morong third. Then we're going to go Boyangu. Then we're going to go Bachiste. Then we're going to go Lukic. And then the other 5 will be however they come. Just pick your spot. I don't want any of this silly sort of stopping your runs or taking too long. Just make a run and pick a corner and shoot. That's all you got to do. Penalty shootout. And we need Goran Errors to channel his inner Helmut Dukadam here. It's Ismail first up. And it's not a great start. It's hit the post. And Lille already have an early chance here to take a lead in this penalty shootout. It's Selke now for Lille. And it does go in, but just. I think that might have hit the post and gone in. So it is 1-0 to Lille. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking up here. It was 0-0 after 120 minutes. I'm looking at the wrong scoreboard. Right, Lille have an advantage early on here. Nezovic has sent the keeper the wrong way. It's 1-1, but we're going to need Errors to pull off a save at some point in these 5. Otherwise, it's going to be a win in this cup for Lille. Yazici with a penalty now, and Errors has gone the wrong way. It is 2-1. Errors is going to have to save a penalty here. One of the Lille players is going to have to miss. Usman Morong is up next for Steaua Bucharest. And he's gone right and put it in. It's 2-2. And Lille are next with Canadian Jonathan David. Errors is going to have to pull a save out at some point. Either that or David misses. He hasn't missed. He's gone left. And Lille converting all 3 penalties. Now it's Boyangu for Steaua, where we need to score this. If we don't score this, we are giving Lille a chance. Boyangu has scored it. It's 3-3. But Lille still with that advantage. And it's Ikone now. And Errors is going to have to save this. He hasn't. Ikone has gone down the middle. And now Lille with a chance to win it here with their 5th penalty. They've converted all of them so far. And let's see who's going to be taking it. It's, sorry, we're first. It's Andre Bachiste. I got completely mixed up. But he's going to have to score this. If he misses this, then Lille win the Europa Conference League. And it's Andre Bachiste to keep us in it. And it's been saved. And that's it. Lille win the Europa Conference League. It was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it? You know, we didn't see a great deal of highlights. Lille had a lot of shots. And probably deserve it on the night, even though they didn't score. We were the ones. We had the ball in the net in the 120 minutes. We came close to scoring in the end. We had the ball in the net. And Lille didn't. So that's a shame. But, we were always underdogs going into that. It's just one of those, unfortunately. I think we were lucky to have got to penalties. I think that's true, really. We didn't look like scoring, apart from the offside goal. So that is one trophy that has eluded us, but we could still get ourselves a domestic treble if we can win the league title. We need to beat FCSB in our next game to confirm it. We do have a game to spare against Academica, so we'll see if we need that or not. But let's see if we can beat FCSB first of all. I've taken the jacket and the tie off. I'll keep the shirt on. I wasn't wearing trousers to begin with. Hertha Berlin won the Europa League for the second year in a row, beating Leicester in the final in extra time, so well done to them. The Champions League final is between Liverpool and Juventus. Okay, this is the team that we've gone with. We have made 7 changes. Wykowiak, Nikolic, Cimpiano and Mike all in. The back four's been completely changed. Din and Boyangu are in for Martina and Nedalea. Marong is in for Gabriel Toma. The front three, we are keeping the same. I don't really have many options for those. And I think the wide areas are definitely something we'll have to strengthen in the summer. Of course, we do have Negoescu, but he's still recovering from the dislocated shoulder, so he's out. Actually, I'm going to start Sipovac on the right-hand side. He's not been in great form for us since he came in on loan, but just to give Ismail that rest, I think. And we'll add Toma onto the bench just for an option there. Hopefully, we don't have any defensive injuries, because I don't have a centre-back on the bench. I don't have a fit one. And if we win this game, we will confirm the league title. If we draw, we just need to avoid defeat on the final day against Academica to confirm a title. Free kick here with Marong. 32 minutes on the clock. Din with a header. Oh, the keeper has completely missed it. And Cosmin Din's got his first goal for the club to put us 1-0 up in this crucial game to try and get the title. Let's look at this again. Cosmin Din with a header. And I think it's gone over the goalkeeper. Marong with the free kick. Din with... Oh my... The keeper's had an absolute nightmare there. I don't know how Petras hasn't saved that. What a horrible, horrible mistake by the goalkeeper. Din's onside. And he wins the header, and the keeper's just flapping at it and is nowhere near it. Half time, it's 1-0. I think we deserve our lead. Passing and possession's been pretty equal. We've just been a bit more creative going forward. We just need to hold on for this win, and it will confirm our title for the 3rd year in a row. 4.5 minutes into the second half, though, FCSB with a free kick. It's Dragic. Back to the free kick taker, Alaru, who's carrying a yellow card at the moment. Boyangu goes for it, doesn't get there. Dragic is equalised for FCSB less than 5 minutes into the second half. Mika not making the interception there. And from the free kick, they've managed to equalise here. Dragic gives it back to Alaru. And then he managed to put the ball back in there with the cross. And Dragic managed to squeeze it in. Unfortunate, but yeah. Hopefully we can get back into this and get back in front. Din to Marong. And now we're looking to break here. Usman Marong forced out wide. I don't know what he was trying to do then. He just sort of didn't really run with the ball. He did, but I think he ran sideways. And Dragic is through on goal here again. Oh, and he's chipped Erez. Oh, no. FCSB 2-1 up now in this game where we need a win to confirm the title. We have got a game left after this, but we don't want to be losing it. They will go a point ahead of us if we lose this game. And we don't want that. Dragic, Erez was off his line and Dragic has chipped him. Let's see if we can get back into this game and equalise. Avoiding defeat wouldn't be too bad. We'd still be 2 points clear with a game to go. And our head-to-head, if we draw, is going to be better. So hopefully we can at least get a point. Lukic wins the ball. Here's Nezovic. Chance here maybe. Nezovic needs to put a ball in there. It's Marong. It's Lukic. It's in. It's 2-2 in the 77th minute. And Lukic gets, I think that said, his 46th goal of the season. He's been really good this year. A lot of those goals have come in Europe and in qualifying, but he's still been a really good player. When he scores, he's good. Of course, sometimes he will go missing. But he's managed to get us back into the game here. 2 goals apiece, less than 15 minutes to go. I'm going to praise them. Looks like it may be a draw here, but there may be a late twist. And it's a throw-in for FCSB with Pantea. Header away. It's Marong. 5 minutes of injury time here. Long ball. Ismail doesn't quite win it. It's Perianu. It's Grigorescu now. Nezovic with the interception. Ismail's got it. Here's Nezovic. A goal in these 5 minutes of stoppage time could see us win the title, but Din's given it away. And here's Fulop. And now FCSB. Fulop's got a straight run through to the goalkeeper here. And Erez... He's come out again and he's nowhere near it. And FCSB have gone 3-2 up with 5 minutes to go. And if they win, they leapfrog us. We don't want that. I mean, Din gave the ball away cheaply and Fulop had a free run. Erez has come out and not got anywhere near it. I don't know why he's coming out. He's made some bad decisions today, unfortunately. hasn't gone to plan today. Hasn't gone to plan. We were dominant in the first half, and FCSB have just been better in the second half, unfortunately. They've created the chances and they've converted them. We go into that final game against Academica needing a win. We have to win on the last day against Academica. We have to win to get our third title in a row. If we don't, then FCSB will win the title, and we'd still need them to slip up against Viitorul in their last game. Liverpool won the Champions League, beating Juventus 2-1. We're just 2 days away from that last game. Final game of the season, home against Academica Clinceni. We have to win. FCSB host Viitorul. We need them to fail to win to get the title. And FCSB have taken a 1-0 lead inside 2 minutes. That is not a good sign. If they win, there's nothing we can do, and they will be champions. And Academica keeping the ball here. Petrikau to Valek. And they're passing us around at the moment. And Tabak has put the ball in the net, but I don't think it's going to count. It has been disallowed. He was a good yard or two offside. Free kick. Header. And that one is going to count. Josef Valek has put Academica in front, and that is not what we want at all. If we lose this game, there's no way we're getting this title. We have to win. Krugervoy with a free kick. We haven't got out of our half. We haven't had a single shot at goal. Valek with a header. And things have just gone tits up in these last games, unfortunately. And Defo, and again, lots of space out wide here. I don't know what's happened today. It's just been one of those, unfortunately. That wasn't a foul. That was not a foul. And if it is, it was outside the box. But that wasn't a foul. It's a penalty. But it isn't. It's not a penalty. Erez, please save this. It's Osinov. He hasn't. I don't really know what to say. Today's just been one thing after another. Penalty shootout loss to Lille. Lost at home to FCSB in injury time. And now we're 2-0 down at home against Academica. A game that we have to win to stay in the title race. Nedalea to Batiste. Long ball. Doesn't find anyone. Lissandru. What's happened? What's gone wrong? Oh, and he's through. And it's 3-0. I don't know what to say. This is like the worst run. I don't remember the last time we had back-to-back defeats. I don't know that we have this season. We've just completely collapsed. I don't know. I don't know. Full time, Steaua 0, Academica 3. A game that we had to win to have a chance of the title. And we've absolutely shit the bed. We absolutely shit the bed. That might be a bottle throw. That actually might be a bottle throw. That just wasn't good enough. And in the end, FCSB win by 4 points. The 1-0 win, the second minute goal, enough for them to win 1-0. Even if we had won that, we wouldn't have won the title. But the fact that we absolutely shit the bed and lost 3-0 at home, sorry, that's inexcusable. We've played 11 games in 25 days. That's mad. Like, that's unhealthy for a footballer. 11 matches in 25 days, including extra time against Lille, so that's another half an hour. Like, ultimately, I think that's cost us a title. You know, it wasn't good enough, but I think had that schedule not been so brutal, I think things would have gone a lot better. But unfortunately, I think the fixture congestion's just caught up to us. And I think after the loss against Lille, I guess they were just a little bit down and disheartened. Didn't quite pull it off against FCSB and just shit the bed against Clinceni. And that's how Season 8 ends. That is a shame. That's a brutal end to Season 8. An absolutely brutal end. In terms of players that are going to be leaving, Lovren Nezovic is set for release. So he is going to be leaving at the end of the season with his contract expiring. Been a great servant for us for 6 seasons. A good goal scorer. But he's going to leave us at the age of 29. And we'll see where he goes. And with that, we'll end Season 8. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn on notifications. Unfortunately, today just did not go to plan. And it just was one thing after another. We lost on penalties in the Europa Conference League. We lost at home to FCSB. And then we absolutely capitulated at home against Clinceni. Not a good day. But next episode, Season 9. and we start things fresh. Let's see if we can get that title back. FCSB, we are coming for you. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.